206 days since the last roll as of the making of this video. That's a long time. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but you guys know why, or hopefully still remember why. It's because we had to kill a lot of Chaos Druids because we needed 90 HERBLORE or 91. 90 HERBLORE because we have a drink here in Sears Village bar, if I'm not mistaken, that gives us a +1 to HERBLORE. On another note, I have a new way to display achievements acquired or completed, which is pretty cool, to be honest. And I'll be putting at the end of the video who made them. So you guys, if you guys are interested, stay tuned. There are frames that I had done. So, of course, Jerry helped out with this. But these are going to be pretty cool because this is going to give you guys a visual representation of what I'm talking about or what has been done, and it's just a visual aid, right? I know you guys can see it on the screen already, what they look like, but let me go over what they're for. So the bronze one, it's a wood one that has a little bronze gem on top, or a metal, however you want to see it. It's that's gonna be for the easy achievements. Okay, then we have the silver one that has a silver gem on top. That's gonna be medium. Then we have gold. It's for hard, and we have the elite, which is the ruby or red gem. That one is pretty badass, and I was gonna use this one for other things, but I'm talking to the creator of these frames again, and I'm gonna have newer frames. So these are gonna be used for this specifically. Now there is a different frame, an extra frame, which is just wood. This is just to display, I guess, general goals or things that might fall under miscellaneous. So that's what this frame is gonna be used for. These frames also come in a blue variant, like a magic tree, I guess you can think about. And these, I'm not sure what I'm gonna use them for just yet. I was thinking about when they release the combat achievements, but maybe not. Maybe we'll see how that goes. But the blue ones are gonna be on use as of now, but I think they look probably even a little bit better than the wood ones. So if you guys prefer the blue ones, let me know. I'll change it here and there depending on what you guys think. Wait a second, I actually forgot to talk about 2 extra frames I'm adding to the whole thing. Actually, there's a little bit more than 2, but I won't get into those right now. There's 2 extra frames, is the onyx frame and the stone frame. These frames are gonna be used to display the main objective and the other objectives that I'm working towards as well, alongside the main one. Other than that, I think we're ready to start the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you right here once we finish. Let's start with the North Taverly chunk. This chunk has a lot, and I mean a lot of stuff to acquire, but the main thing is HERBLORE Master Cape, 120 HERBLORE. This is gonna take probably the longest out of everything else we have to do in the entire account or the game. The other gruesome grind that we have, it's Masterwork Rivets, which is 99 smithing. I'm not looking forward towards that at all, to be honest. The next big thing, actually very cool, is the completion of Elemental Workshop 1. Remember, we've been looking forward to this quest since the beginning of the account, so it's finally getting done. The next big thing we need to work on is Metro equipment and Batwing equipment. Metro is going to be very simple to get thanks to the Berthold mine, which is going to level our smithing up, and we have Mithril Rocks in Relica. The Batwing equipment is very simple. I already have it, actually, if I'm not mistaken. So this will be done instantly the moment we unlock the chunk. Some of you will wonder, where did I get my adamant longsword and adamant plate body from? And that was from the Blooming Burrow Easter egg event 2024. It was actually a really good event that got us a couple things that we needed. Cath Beach. Here we have the 99 and 120 fletching cape. These are going to be very simple to get because we already have 95 fletching. So the last 4 levels won't be too hard to accomplish. As for the 120 fletching cape, we don't really have to work towards this since there's no true content or update out for 120 fletching. So we don't have to touch this one. We also have the Sears Village achievements, easy, hard, and elite. I will put them on the screen so you guys can see what they are. I don't think they're too hard, but these will be completed relatively easy. And we also have the Taverly lodestone on the other side of Cath Beach. So we can't really reach it because of where we are. The only way to reach it will be to unlock South Taverly. And that's pretty much it for Cath Beach, to be honest. There isn't much here to do. And we arrive at a chunk that we've been trying to unlock since the beginning of the series, the south chunk of Sears Village, which has the following things to do. One of them, it's an achievement that is called Reflex Actions, which requires us to obtain 5 flags, from the flags field next to us. Following the ET achievement, we gotta unlock Divination, and that's gonna require us to do a lot of dailies to get the 30, but after that, it should be smooth sailing. We also need to get to 85 because we need to engage with enraged automatons, and that's going to require not only a lot of dailies but also a lot of daily caches, which in the long term is going to give us the divination outfit. And after we get to 70, we start getting the fragments for the elder outfit. And last but not least, we have the 99 firemaking cape, which you guys know I've been trying to get this cape since we started the account, but unfortunately we have not had any luck. We also have one more achievement, it's an elite achievement actually, that is called the Log of It, and it requires us to craft a magic shield bow from scratch in Sears Village. I have a feeling that once we unlock this chunk, it's gonna take us a little bit to complete it, so once we do, we'll be here for the duration of however long it takes to complete the divination caches. The Legends Guild chunk, also the World Awakes chunk. Here we have a RD medium achievement that is called the Coal Train. It requires us to mine some coal at the site between Witch Haven and the Legends Guild. We also need to obtain a black dagger and the counterpart of it, but the most important part of this chunk is the World Awakes quest, which is gonna shower us with abilities, and they're gonna be extremely useful once we unlock bossing. This will also probably be the third quest we ever finish the account, so I'm looking forward towards that. RD Marketplace, the potential next unlock that we can roll into. It has quite a few achievements, not that many, and they're not that hard. This is magic, silky smooth, breaking and entering, don't eat the pointy bit. These are all easy, and of course the natural thief is it's medium task, and these are actually very easy to complete. I don't think they're gonna pose much of a challenge once we unlock them, so nothing to worry about with these. We also need to obtain an iron mace. Apparently it's a spawn item that it's in here in the RD market, so it should be relatively simple to complete. Last but not least, we have the adamant play body, which we already unlocked once. So this is one of the few achievements that will be done before we even roll the chunk. Following the RD market, we have the RD castle. Here we have 3 achievements to complete, but these are not the main attraction for this chunk. The main attraction for this chunk is going to be the completion of Sheep Herder and Elemental Workshop 1. this chunk's actually very similar to North Taverly, so that's why I didn't include a lot of the requirements that were in that chunk. However, this chunk is just like North Taverly, a death chunk. Following the Arty Castle, we have the Combat Training Camp, which is probably one of the easiest roles we have in all of the chunks we have available to us. Here, the only thing we need to unlock is the Adamant Battle Axe and the counterpart, the Offhand, and we already have an Adamant Longsword, so the Offhand will be a nice addition to our biz. Other than that, this chunk has a few quest progressions and the ogres that we can kill, but there is nothing else that's important here, so it will be a very easy chunk. The Tree Gnome Stronghold is probably one of the best chunks we can actually unlock due to the fact that we have an actual agility training method here, which is the Gnome Agility course. It's a level 1 course, and then it has a counterpart that's a level 85 one, and that one is much better XP rate than the one, of course, but it's gonna be a little bit grueling to get to level 85 with just the level 1 course, to be honest with you. However, this chunk is not available to us right away unless we unlock the gate to enter the Gnome Stronghold. The only reason why we have this selected is because we can walk to a little piece of land that is to the east of this section. The next potential chunk we can unlock is a minigame. Unfortunately, this is a minigame that needs to be done by every single Xtreme Ironman. So yeah, the main things we need to do here is get the fishing outfit, of course, the full fishing outfit, and the champion's tackle box. I'm using the osrs one because the RS31 looks like dog caca. So yeah, I mean, this chunk apparently takes a very long time to complete. I don't know how very long time is, but I guess we'll figure it out once we once we get here. Following the fishing minigame, we have Barbarian Outpost, another minigame chunk. This one is not a requirement unless you don't have biz slots already, which I already do. But the main thing we have here is actually an achievement, an easy achievement, Assaulted Goodies, which consists of the player viewing the rewards in the Barbarian Assault tutorial, which is very easy to do. Oh, and wait, how can I forget? An Iron Hatchet, which will be amazing for the account. The next chunk is called the Fck Road, and here all we have is a bunch of maple trees to cut from, and a patch where we can plant jute seeds, and that's pretty much it. It requires 13 farming. I don't think I have the seeds actually. We'll have to double check the bank, but other than that, there is nothing else to do here. When it comes to the Lighthouse Bridge, which is our next chunk, there is literally no task to do here. This is just a chunk that connects to a bigger section of the map that actually is going to require us to do a quest, and it's going to be probably a good training area, seeing how those monsters are very aggressive. And I'm talking about the Dogonauts, of course, but yeah, we have a long way to get here. This part of the map is very similar to other sections of the map that we could unlock potentially, and it has Elemental Workshop 1 completion, you know, crafting a bat bug and obtaining a bat wand and things like that. Also an achievement that I will probably also complete as I unlock other chunks, so I'm not too worried about this chunk. I probably won't even roll it next time. So other than that, there isn't much to do here. Next up is the Relic of Rocks chunk, and we don't have anything to do here other than probably kill a few hobgoblins, and of course the only important thing here is obtaining the champion scroll, but we really can't because we don't have the champions guild unlocked. This chunk right here, it's very important for us. This unlocks a Keldrigam entrance for us, which is huge for us. We also have a few achievements here that are really relatively easy to do, but we also unlock new golden eggs, bow pouch, and luminite, which is good to make rune bars. And of course, since we unlock that, we can also now make rune armor and rune weapons, which is the main objective of this chunk, of course. But having the Keldrigam tunnel unlocked is going to be huge for the account. The mountain camp chunk has a few things for us to do, but they're not worth noting because I've already either gotten better equipment or I've already done it or will do before I even unlock this chunk. The main thing of this chunk is that it has 2 quest progressions, Glorious Memories and Mountain Daughter, but I don't think we'll be able to do these quests anytime soon. The Relic of Slayer Cave entrance. This chunk is really good for us. We have another divination spot. This one requires level 40, but we still need to get it to 85 if we unlock this one first, and we still need to do the same exact things we talked about in the south chunk of Sears Village. Divination outfit and the divination fragments to make eventually the better outfit. We also have a few achievements that we need to work towards, and these are all should be relatively easy to complete. But the main important thing in this chunk actually is the fact that we have a quest to finish. The quest is called Fremennik Trials. This is gonna be huge for the account. It's another quest that we'll be able to complete, of course. And the other thing too is that we have the cave, the Slayer Cave, and this is gonna be huge for the account as well once we unlock Slayer, which should be not anytime soon, honestly, but we'll work towards that. I thought the Tower of Life's chunk was gonna have something big to do, but it really doesn't, and it's kind of sad if I have to be honest with you. The only main thing we have here is 2 quests that we can complete, Deadliest Catch and the Tower of Life. These quests will be completed the moment I unlock this chunk. One, because I already have Deadliest Catch chunks, which is the Fishing Guild. And the Tower of Life, it just requires this chunk itself, doesn't require anything else. But yeah, this is pretty much it for this chunk. It's kind of sad. The Fight Arena chunk. I thought this chunk was gonna have a lot of tasks to do as well, but it's very similar to the Tower of Life chunk. We only have 1 quest to complete here, and of course it's the Fight Arena quest. Other than that, there isn't much to do in here. There's a couple monsters, I think, but it's a couple guards, but there isn't anything else to do in here, unfortunately. So we'll just keep moving forward. The Hamir Island chunk is a very important chunk, but a free one nonetheless. The reason why it's so important is because we have 4 quests here: the Eyes of Glufrey, the Grand Tree, the Path of Glufrey, and While Gothic Sleeps. The most important quests here are the Grand Tree and While Gothic Sleeps, I think. The other 2, I don't remember them too well, but the Grand Tree will definitely be really good. It will open the world up for us, and While Gothic Sleeps will have some nice benefits for the account. The Brimhaven Docks chunk. This chunk is also another free chunk, but the benefit of this chunk is that we get a fruit tree patch. Finally, we can start planting fruit trees. Other than that, there isn't much to do here. There's 2 quest progressions, Back to My Roots and My Arms Big Adventure, but those 2 are just progression quests. I can't really start them here or finish them, so they're gonna be backlogged. The only problem with this chunk specifically is that the surrounding chunks are very dangerous. Just south of this, we have the Agility Arena, which means 99 agility, which is that gruesome arena. It's very bad. And then we have, just east of it, we have the entrance for the Fight Kiln, which is another death chunk. It's really, really horrible. But we will tackle that once we get there. This chunk is very interesting because there's 2 chunks in between that I can pick for. This one unlocks the Kurja and Docks, which is really good, but it also unlocks part of Forest Rim west of it. So it's a little bit weird because there's quest progression and achievements that I can unlock once I unlock this part, but I really can't because I don't have that section of Forest Rim unlocked. Now this is the side of the chunk that I was talking about earlier, the Remington chunk, which is what I'm calling it. The good thing here is that we actually unlock a thread and we don't have to catch any more baby implants anymore, which is awesome, to be honest with you. So having this unlocked for us will facilitate us getting crafting experience in the future. The other thing too that this chunk has is quest progressions and an achievement for Falador. which is not that bad. But the main thing about this chunk is that once we unlock this, it means that we also unlock the ice cave to the east of us. So that's gonna be a big problem once we get dungeoneering and slayer, just because of how hard those monsters are to kill, the frost dragons and the skeleton wyverns. The only threat we're posting this chunk actually it's the 99 smithing cape, but since we don't have any ore per se to smith, then we can't really obtain the 99 cape. Other than that, that's pretty much it for this chunk, to be honest. Let's go ahead and jump to the last chunk. Last but not least, we have Port Sarim, the last chunk to talk about today, and is honestly a very gruesome chunk. It's so bad. This would probably kill the account, to be honest with you, and I'm not looking forward to it. But the main thing here, it's ports, of course. This is the main attraction of this chunk. This is the thing that we're gonna spend the most amount of time in and working towards. The scrolls, the armors, the recipes for the scrimshaws, for the soups, for a bunch of stuff. But ports is not the only threat we have here. We also have the arc. The arc is gonna be such an annoying thing to deal with because I already hate it in my main account, and I can't wait. I'm about to do this again on an Xtreme Chunk Ironman, but it is what it is. We'll deal with it once we get there. The only good thing about ports that I can think of the top of my head is that it will open up some new areas for us to go or have a chance to roll to eventually, which is not bad, but also not good depending on what areas they are. So best not to worry about just now. Also, the quest progression in this chunk alone is huge. We have a lot of quests. I'm not gonna put them all there. I'm not gonna put anything up, to be honest, because there's so many, and I don't think we're able to complete any of them in this chunk. But trust me, there's a lot of them. If you guys are interested, remember to go see my chunk picker, and that's how you'll be able to keep up with a lot of the stuff that is happening with the chunk account. Other than that, this chunk is pretty much done. But I do want to give a shout out to somebody who is not okay in the head for starting in this chunk. His name is Ports Locked. He's been here for a long time already. I don't know if you guys have seen him. But if you haven't, please go watch him. Go watch his YouTube channel. Go watch his live streams. He's hilarious. He's definitely got a grind ahead of him. I don't think he's gonna roll anytime soon still since he started, but it's another good watch, so you guys have something in between while I take out episodes. I just want to give another shout out to this player here, Brazil. I don't know if that's she or he, but they helped out a lot tremendously when it came down to grabbing the factory outfit. They were providing me with tier 5 tools whenever needed to, because I couldn't get some of them due to my levels. So yeah, thank you so much. All right, and we get to the section of the video that we've all been waiting for, which is the cleaning of the herbs to get to 90 herb lore. We already did the what's gonna happen if we roll something we shouldn't be rolling. So let's go ahead and jump into this. Before we jump into this, I kind of recorded this earlier, and I probably post a little video of how much we had here. By mistake, I deleted it. Unfortunately, the drop logs, but I'll post it so you guys can see it. Other than that, let's jump on the factory outfit set bonus, which is really good. Bonus 3 says you have a chance when creating potions to produce an extra dose. That is huge, but the best one here is the bonus 5. While creating unfinished potions, you gain the same amount of experience as cleaning the relevant herb. That is huge, guys, because we have a lot of herbs right here. We have a lot of herbs here that we have to clean, and we don't have enough vials. Unfortunately, there's no way for me to buy like a big bulk of vials, unfortunately, so I'm stuck buying it from 2 places, which is the lady here. She's right here. It's right here. She sells you 10, and there's one more in here that sells you also 10 more. So 20 in total. Bank, come back, buy, bank, come back, buy, bank. That is the process to buy vials. I also need to clear all of these vials because they are blank cure. There's no easy way to do this other than, right click it. I don't even think that there's a way to do this with what's this called, with Revolution, like put it in the taskbar maybe. I don't even think there's a way to do that. efficiently. Let's try it out. And oh, there is. Awesome. So I'll be putting it here and I'll be just holding down my E button so I can empty all of these vials out. But this is gonna take a while, and I don't want to rub you more of your time. So we will come back once we have more vials and we have a lot of these herbs cleaned and ready to start making them into finished potions. And then the final part, the final stretch, is putting them into finished potions. There's also, before we let you guys go, I was tracking the amount of experience we can make from each herb and potion. I was tracking it on my Discord, and I'll be posting it here on the screen so you guys can see how much experience we have banked and what I was doing to make sure that I was gonna, reach where it is that I need to stop, essentially. But we level 83, also level 83 Herblore, which is really good. Things a lot of dailies and whatnot. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think we're gonna go ahead and get started here, and I'll talk to you guys once all of this is clean and I want us to have a little bit more vials to work with. All right, now that we're done putting all the vials and buying a few of them and whatnot and putting water in the vials, I've realized that I don't want to buy 21,000 vials and put water in them, because honestly speaking, the cooking potion that we're going to be making, which is going to give us the most experience, we don't need to keep that, honestly speaking. So I don't think I'm going to even worry about it. I'm just going to make it, empty it out, put water back again in the vials, and do it over again. But I am going to start with the potions that are the least helpful, so cooking potion, and then move on forward onto the last one. I want to keep the prayer potions for sure, because that's going to be good for bossing, and any other potion that's useful I will be keeping. So the next thing I gotta do is clean this unicorn horns into dust, so I can have some experience here also gained, and I can have the dust ready for some of the potions that I gotta make. So I'll be back once I have these clean. And we're back. It's been around 2 weeks, not mistaken. It's now Halloween, and as you guys can see, we've achieved 90 Herblore. It's finally over. Can't believe this grind is coming to an end, honestly. Let's go ahead and check the bank real quick so you guys can see what is going on here. And as you guys can see, we have all of the potions made. I kept all of them. I had to do a lot of buying files and a little bit of thieving to get some little more gold. I don't want to go below well, I'm already below $2 million, 2 million coins, but I want to go below that. And yeah, we have all of the vials. I'm definitely gonna keep working towards prayer potions because they're really important for bossing, and settlement brews are not really useful unless you have overloads. So, and I can't really make overloads right now either way. I don't think so. No, I can't make overloads just yet. I think overloads level 94. If I'm not mistaken. 96? 96. Okay, there you go. Yeah, 96 Herblore. And we're not gonna get to 96, so don't even worry about that. But if I'm not mistaken, let me see, what was the chunk picker? What was the chunk picker saying? So mix a fail stack potion. That is the the task. Here we go. Creamy. I need to clean this one. Let's clean it. Oh, that's right, 91 Herblore. So this is why we need this. There you go. With this drink, we'll be able to reach 91 Herblore, and finally complete the task. Let's drink this. 91. Let's clear it. Let's mix it in. And there it is, guys. We have finally finished this task. It can be checked off, the chunk picker. And honestly speaking, it's a little bit underwhelming, honestly. For how long this grind took, a little bit underwhelming. Maybe it will feel better once we get to roll for real this time around. So what's left as of right now, it's just to do the quest, the murder mystery quest, which is somewhere here. Series, here you go, murder mystery. Yeah, so we can finally do this quest. Seeing how it has nothing to do with HERBLORE, clearly has to do with the fact that we got a pot, and once we finish this quest, we'll be able to finally roll and pick the next chunk. There is a couple tasks and diary tasks I finished, and I'll be putting them up in the in the screen so you guys can see them. But there is some other stuff we need to apparently get. Let me see something real quick. Salmon, leaping salmon. Oh yeah, these are there because we can't get to the area just yet. For the barbarian, for the auto, the barbarian fishing stuff. Yeah, we can't get there yet, so we can't really do that one. But there's a couple other achievements we need to finish, biz tasks and the quest, and that'll be all for this chunks. So oh, let's not forget about Daphnic. She was the creator of these beautiful frames you guys saw throughout the video. So if you guys want art made from her, don't forget to reach out on Discord. And that concludes the video. I think I've taken way too much time out of you guys, honestly. So yeah, next time we'll be doing the quest, and right after that we'll be rolling. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.